Hello guys, Diogo the Programmer here, back with another video in this Python RPG series. Now, it's been quite a while since I last recorded, so I will try and remember what the hell was going on in the last time I recorded. I believe you were doing buildings. We were trying to find some buildings. Let me just run it up and let's see what's going on over here. Press play to name Diogo. Let's then select monk. My class. You find yourself in the middle of what's known as, yeah, whatever. Okay, and these are the current positions of these buildings, which have just been printed for debugging purposes. And then, if I just... And then I have to... Okay. Then I have to either say go north, or just N. Let's just go. So we're put at position 1616. Yeah. So if we try and go find a church, for example, we need to go is east. So we need to say E. What was the rest? I don't remember. Was it south? South? I don't remember now. I don't remember. We're at position 1616, aren't we? I don't remember. Let me rerun that. I need to fix these locations in my head. There we go. Monk. Okay. Yes. Press enter doesn't do anything. Can't really skip this, can you? Nothingness. Oh. In fact, if you press enter, this will start. Nothingness is in action. Okay, let's do the castle. So I should write this position down. Get a pen. Or I could actually just get a notepad and write it down, but I should have a post-it note here. So castle is 1226, and I believe we're in position 1616. I believe that's the position we start at, if I'm not mistaken. If I go over here, my player where is the... I've moved stuff around. Location. Okay, that's not what then. When we create the player, my player. Okay, no, that's not the part we want. My player does set location, starting player, yeah, so it's this part we want. And these are, I'm assuming, starting player. What? Oh, yes, these are in files. I don't work it out over here in the code. This is in a file. Which is, which file again? Is it this world file? $1616, yeah. Okay. Trying to remember if how the player I was trying to remember where the player position, if it's just halved in the code or if it's displayed on a, or if it's inputted in it, if it gets it from a file. Okay. So it's 1616 and the cost is at 1226. So we want to move. So we're going to want to move west. So this is going to be now 15, 14, 13, 12. Now we're going to want to go south. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Did that... I felt like something did appear there. But then, like, stops. I think it gets cleared. I think that's what's going on. Check building. Check for building. Where does that get called? Just trying to familiarize myself with the code. Because I've totally forgotten. Input. Input will prevent the program from cleaning, from the screen from cleaning itself. Diego, Monk. Right. So what the hell? Right. Church is 00. No, not castle 00. Okay. Let's go to the church, which is 1729. So that means we have to go as east. So we go east. Then we have to go south. Oh, is it south or north we have to go? Oh, that's a question. I don't remember if 00 is in the bottom right, is the bottom left, or is that the top? Crap, that could be why. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember this. Okay. We'll go south. If we can't find it, we'll just go back north. So that's 16, so we're going to go 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20, 29. So that was 29 and south? Nothing. So we'll just go north. I'm not actually counting, I'm just hoping that it will appear. It appeared in the last video, so it's got to appear in this video. That's what I'm right. The code still should work. Yep, building was found. Yep, I just need to remember how the coordinate system works. So, I believe 00 is the bottom left of the map. I believe that's how you put it. It's at the bottom left of the map. So 00 is not in the middle, it's not on the top. There are different places where you could put 00 as a coordinate, but I think in this case it's put as bottom left. I should probably write that somewhere down. In my location, 00 is at the bottom of the grid. I'll just put that in the class. So yeah, so builders we found, of course, there's nothing there. So, of course, each what was decided is that each class will belong to a building, and that's probably where you'll get your first quest or whatever. So, So, if a monk goes to finds the church, right? Something needs to happen. A quest or whatever needs to happen. Of course, we should be able to interact with these buildings. Also, currently, you're just going around, and nothing's been told. Like you're not being told anything about the surrounding area. You just got told, oh yeah, there's a building has been found. There's no, you're not meeting anyone or anything like that on the way. You should probably meet someone in every single part of the grid. You should probably be able to meet someone in the grid. So yeah, of course, there are two different ways of approaching these different classes. We can either have them have their own AI script and make them wander around the map, just wander around the map and be able to do stuff. Or we can just say for every single grid, for every single cell we go into, which doesn't have a building, just generate me a random character. Just generate me a random character. You know, we could just do that. That's a simpler method of doing it. Of course, this doesn't mean there will be a character. You know, all the time you can have. Oh, you've got 25% chance of having no character that appear there, or something like that. So that's what we probably want to do. So every single time So it runs over here to check building, and what we can say over here is, you know, I'm going to leave this input just for now. Else, oh, the else is already here anyway. The else is over here. Else, what we could say over here is, building found. I'm going to call building found. Check building. If building found is not equal, is if building found, yeah. So if building is found, do something. Else if, or elif. Well, we don't want an else if, do we? We want else, just do an else. For now, let me just do this for the moment. Else. And this way we probably would like to generate a kind of random character potential. We've not created any interaction so far. Currently there only exists really 3 buildings, I believe as well. Where's my post-it notes? Forgot. So we've not had any discussion of interaction so far, really. If I look at the warrior, you only got HP information. If you look at the monk, for example, building. There's a building assigned to it. Okay. Very interesting. Of course, I assume every single class will have a building attached to it, potentially. I don't know. There's nothing in these files. Should I create some building files, but I've not done anything with it. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, we've not had any discussion of interaction possibilities. That's something that we've not really discussed at all. There's also a UI folder. That was the touch screen. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so we probably want to discuss some interaction first. So for example, different ways to interact with a person, with a person. So you can be, I don't know, you can have a friendly introduction. You can have, I guess, a neutral introduction. Or an aggressive introduction. Or rude introduction. The question is that with all this information be saved, will that character be saved, or will just be disposed of? You know, just get disposed of. If so, you might interact with many different. The issue that I have with that is that you will then have, like, for example, during a game you might have 30 different monks, which may seem a bit ridiculous. So potentially we should actually generate a set of characters to begin with. Which just set, here's a bunch of characters to begin with, there we go. That's what I'm thinking. So let me just, so what I'm going to do then, let's go back with that. So we're going to have to generate some characters. Now the amount you wish to generate, how many monks do you want, how many warriors do you want? That all depends really. I don't know how many, it should be. put monk over here. We can put AI amount. Yeah, something like AI amount is equal to, we can have 5 monks get generated. For knights, we can have, oh yeah, there's going to be 2 knights. Let me close that. For warriors, we're going to have here 10 warriors. Is that too much? This is all dependent on other stuff. Mages. I just have here's 1 mage. I just have here's 1 assassin, for example, something like that. I have 1 assassin. So how many is that then? Let me close all these files. Let me just have these. There we go. We go over here. We go over here. That's 3, 15, 16. What, 19? And how many buildings do we have? We only have 3. That, I guess that seems okay. Okay-ish. Okay. So that means we're gonna have to go through these files as well then. Yes, we will. So that means where we load up our files. We've got class over here. What we should have over here as well then is a self.ai amount equal to the AI amount. And that means whenever we load these stuff, the class is only, how many times is class loaded up? Class is only loaded up once, and that's for the player class, isn't it? My player doll. Where do I create them? Character creation. Ah, over here I'll return it. Yes. Over here, I simply return player. This is called from somewhere else. This is called from the main, isn't it? Yeah, character creation. Okay. That's called over there. So what we can say over here, we can just say AI characters equals generate AI characters. It's an AI. Yeah. AI amount. Potentially that shouldn't then be part of the class. No, we're going to get rid of that's not going to be part of the class. Okay, generate AI characters. If I could speak. What we're then going to say here is we say def generate AI characters. We're going to pass for now. So we say over here for return. We're going to have to go through these files then to generate these. So we're going to have to say over here, you know, we're going to have to pass over here. What we're going to have to pass? Do we have a list of the classes? Do we have like a class list? Character class. What's in the character class again? You print out the character class. Print me out character class and then input. Play. Whew. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right, I miscount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, I think. So those are already all the classes. So what we can do then, fantastically, is we can just come over here and say, oh yeah, for class, I have to say character class because I can't use the word class. And character class. For character class and character class, can you please print out the character class dot. No? Not working with me. Dot. There we go. Took a bit of time. Input. Sometimes the IntelliSense works, sometimes it doesn't. Monk. There we go. And we get Assassin, Knight, Mage, Monk, and Warrior. Of course, what we want is the file associated to that. I don't want to be looping through and I don't want to be trying to get those files again, unfortunately. I don't want to be doing that. Although, what I could potentially do, this is where it gets very interesting. I could make this as a 2D array. Now, I've not actually dealt with any 2D array in this series, but I could do a 2D array, and what I could pass in over here is the class by the comma AI amount. I could pass the class and the AI amount with that. So, what I could potentially do is I could say return player. Where do I append? I'm a dot append. Or instead of the comments in it, generate classes. Then that gets the class file, which comes over here. Then that goes to the read class file, which is then over here. Oh, it's right over here. I'm so blind, guys. I'm so blind. So I need to pass over here. Then when you're reading, right, I need to get another if over here statement and say, yeah, and if AI amount is in key, so the AI amount, blah, 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 AI amount to here, which I, by the way, I'm just going to get, okay, well, I'm going to pass this as an int. If you don't put an int, it's errors. I've not used any try statements, so try and exception statements, so there is no exception handling. So if it's not an integer, it's going to spit out errors. That's something I could probably fix later. AI amount, and what we have to then put this into a lovely square brackets. So let's say then we're going to pass the AI amount as well. Okay, hopefully that should work. I hope. Fingers crossed. So yeah. So now what I should be able to do then, hopefully, if I've done this correctly. I believe I've done it all correctly. Just thinking. If it doesn't have an AI amount in its file, if it doesn't find that key, it should just default it to 0, I'm guessing. You just put the default at 0, that class will not appear as an AI. Because you not set the AI amount. Or I could just set a default AI amount as 5 or 2 or something. Now, where was I looking at? Generate classes. Let's close this up. I don't need this stuff anymore. Close it. Now, it was on the. Was that the top? Close that, close that. Not check movement. Okay, here it is. Generate AI characters. So I want you to, print. I could say for AI amount in character class. Can I say over here, comma, like so. String. Hopefully the syntax is correct. It seems correct to me. Oh, because I made it 2D arrays, now I've screwed up everything else. Great. I think that's the issue that's going on over here. Where's this? Character creation, my player. My player equals character creation, which then I have to reference the character creation class. The function, method, subroutine, whatever you want to call it. It's this part. So if I print out my character class, what happens? If I just print out character class, let's see what happens. I get nothing. Interesting. Why am I getting nothing? What have I broke? What have I broke? I broke something, didn't I? Generate classes. It's when I generate class. It's when I read class one? No. If I create the class, yeah, over here. So, what the hell's going on? Print me then. Name. Followed by the string of AIML. Print me that. What's going on? Yeah, so we've got over here 1 assassin, 2 knights, 1 mage, 5 monks, and 10 warriors. But you're telling me then, what if I then print over here the character class, you'll give me issues. Why are you giving me issues? You're saying it's black. Interesting. You're putting it. Why is the first one blank? Oh, I know. Oh my god. Ready? Ready. Because I don't know this, isn't it? Well, if I just did that, I'm sure that'll fix itself. Does that? Yeah, there we go. That's fixed it. Cool. By me just appending it with the square brackets, that automatically just makes it into a 2D array. Now, this is the trouble with Python, is that you can't tell the variable, oh, make this variable a 2D array. It's just based on whatever you've assigned to it. So if I assign hello, I can't then specifically make Python, oh, don't make that a string, make that, I don't know, some other data type. Or, you know, for example, here's a better example. If I set a variable number equal to 5, I can't personally set that as a float. I can't personally say to make it into a float. I have to say 5.0. But in other languages, if I just said float or double or decimal, whatever data type in that programming language is that number equals 5. I would then print out 5.0. But yeah, in Python you can't actually state the data type, which has some advantages like you don't have to be stating the data type, it'll just assume, but can come with these sort of issues. So yeah, so now hopefully that should all be working. Didn't I add a print statement somewhere? I want to get rid of that. Didn't I add it somewhere there? No? Let's try and see if it's all now working. I know this video is getting quite long, so I'm going to put a pause on the recording of it. I'm going to stop the recording, and the next video we're going to be continuing with adding AI. So thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe so you know when I upload this next video on AI, and hope to see you guys very soon. Goodbye.